right? So a checkered shirt is one that has squares on them. What about a shirt that has dots on them, like or this one? This one, there are dots. There are lots of dots here, like a Dalmatian. That's called a polka dot. Polka dot. And just select here. And here we have polka dotted. Okay? What about something that doesn't have any type of pattern on it? Okay? It's just black or green or just color, nothing else. I mean, if you take a look here, you cannot notice any type of pattern here. It's like only white. Okay? That's a plain. Okay, just a moment. That's called a plain shirt or so. Alright, so this is the item description. Okay? Let's get back here to the second section, and so we see that these are striped and this is polka dotted. What about these glasses? They have frames, as you can see. Frames. Right? These are the metal parts of the glass around these window types glasses. Okay? And we have, of course, these glasses. We have these small cushions for your nose, and I think it's very clear. Anyway, so let's take a quick look here, and just a moment. Let's take a quick look, final look here, and then listen to the description now. All right? Okay. So, everyone, good luck, and let's try and solve them all.
Track 7. 1. It's a typical house window, really. It's got an outer square frame, and then there are 2 rectangular windows inside the frame. The window on the left has a handle halfway up in the middle, and the right-hand side has a small window at the top with a handle. 2. It's quite a simple design. It looks like one tube, but in fact there are 2 cylindrical tubes, an outer one and an inner one. They're both decorated with stripes. The inner one is longer and thinner than the outer one, so that when you stand it on its end, it looks like a telescope. 3. I'm going to get some new glasses, and I really like these. The frame's made of metal, and it's quite thin. You can see a darker edge at the top of the lenses, but the sides and the bottom have no frame at all. They're good, I think, because I have quite small facial features. Also, the lenses are oval, which suits the shape of my face. Track 8.
Okay, thank you very much. So, if you have solved these the way I'm going to solve them now, you are doing very well. Okay, this answer, the first one is C. Alright, he said that there is a handle on the left side of the window, like this, and the right side window has a smaller part on top with a handle. So that's the first answer. What about the next one? It's a bit tricky, this one. The telescope, she said that they are striped. There is a smaller cylinder, okay, and a larger one. Okay, they are striped, and when you and she also said that the smaller cylinder, or that the narrower cylinder, is narrower and longer and narrower. So these two are of the same height. Okay, so that's definitely not the answer. This is not polka dotted. The cylinders are not polka dotted. They're striped. So the answer is definitely A. Okay, sorry, that's not the answer. All right. What about the third one? He said that these frames, okay, it has a very nice metal frame. It appears that these glasses are frameless, so that's not the answer. He said that only the top is framed, while the sides and the bottom, okay, do not. So this is a full frame. That's incorrect. So C is the answer. C is the answer. Okay. So you have understood now how you describe details, and you have learned some very important words that people will use while while describing objects. Let's carry on. Alright, this is the keywords here. They're not necessarily from section 3. Okay, I made a mistake here. So, of course, they will come in section 3, these multiple choice questions that include keywords, but you will first see them in section 2. Okay? So definitely pay attention to those multiple choice questions at the end of section 2. Before we listen to the recording, let's just read very quickly. Be careful of the keywords. Okay? Keywords mean that you need to choose a word, a single word that actually can replace the entire question with just one word. Alright? So that you can save time. But it's a very risky business, this one, because if you choose the incorrect or the wrong word, you have little chance of getting the question right. Let's just remove this part here. Okay. Okay, which lecture? The first question, which lecture did the man attend in the afternoon? So of course he attends, let's say that he attends 50 lectures. So this is the lecture. It may be psychology. Psychology is the science of the mind. Alright? Sociology is when you analyze a society. Alright? You analyze the Egyptian or the Saudi Arabian society. You take a look at their cultures and what they do for habits. History, I think it's very clear. History, right? Then let's get back here. Psychology, sociology, and history. These are the 3 lectures. And the key phrase here is in the afternoon. You might attend at in the morning, but be very careful. This will definitely not come in the conversation. You will not say in the afternoon, right? So I'm just setting your expectations here. It's very likely that he will say something that's not afternoon. Maybe he'll say during lunch, okay? Or I'll have lunch at 2 o'clock and then I'll have a lecture after that. So that's definitely in the afternoon, okay? What about the second question here? The woman wants to study medical something, okay? So the key word here is wants. What the woman wants in the first place, all right? Let's just listen to the conversation now. Go ahead.
1. How was your first day at university?
Well, it was okay, I suppose.
Did you have any actual lectures?
Yes, I went to the introductory psychology lecture in the morning, followed by a psych tutorial, and after lunch I had a sociology lecture at 2 o'clock. And then I had a history tutorial from 5 to 6 this evening.
Oh, that does make a rather long day.
It certainly does.
2. Excuse me, would you be able to tell me where the Emily Parker Auditorium is? I'm looking for the course information sessions.
Well, you can follow me because I'm going to the same place.
Oh.
What do you want to study?
Well, I'm hoping to be accepted into the medical school, if I get high enough grades in my school exams. But if I don't make it into medicine, I'll probably do medical science. What about you?
Oh, I'm interested in veterinary science, but I'm not sure at this stage.
Thank you. Now, let's get back here to our exercises. My answers are the following. Of course, they're the correct answers, okay? So, the first one is sociology. He attended this lecture after lunch. He attended psychology in the morning and history from 5 to 6 in the evening. Our answer is in the afternoon, so it's sociology. What about the woman? Okay, she wants to study medicine. Okay, medicine is the answer here. By the way, before I continue here, take note of the accents in this conversation. The woman in the first conversation is definitely Indian. All right, you will see that she has a rather heavy accent, but the speech is clear. Okay, what about the man in the second one? I would say he's a bit Japanese, maybe. Okay, but of course, again, his accent is clear, so you don't have to worry about these alien accents or these unusual accents because they will always be clear. Let's play this track again.
Track 8. 1.
How was your first day at university?
Well, it was okay, I suppose.
Did you have any actual lectures?
Yes, I went to the introductory psychology lecture in the morning, followed by a psych tutorial, and after lunch I had a sociology lecture at 2 o'clock. And then I had a history tutorial from 5 to 6 this evening.
Oh, that does make a rather long day.
It certainly does.
2.
Excuse me, would you be able to tell me where the Emily Parker Auditorium is? I'm looking for the course information sessions.
Well, you can follow me because I'm going to the same place.
Oh.
What do you want to study?
Well, I'm hoping to be accepted into the medical school, if I get high enough grades in my school exams. But if I don't make it into medicine, I'll probably do medical science. What about you?
Oh, I'm interested in veterinary science, but I'm not sure at this stage.
Please pay attention to the fact that she chose medical science as her second course of study if she does not get accepted into medicine. So pay close attention to these small things that will make the difference. Okay, she wanted to study medicine first, but she wanted to get admitted into medical school first, but then if she couldn't, she will choose medical science instead. So that's her second option, not her first. What about veterinary science? Veterinary science, okay, is to become a veterinarian. Veterinarian. Alright, a veterinarian is a doctor specified to treating animals, or that specializes in treating animals, and that's what the man wants to be, not the woman. Right? Pay attention that the woman here wants to study veterinarian science. Right? Let's go ahead. We're going at a very good speed now. If you are keeping up, that means that you are improving significantly from the first lecture. Just a moment. Okay, you are going at a very good speed now if you're keeping up, because I was just very slow at the beginning just to give you some time to be able to follow me, but now I'm going quicker. All right, now this one is a bit tricky. This is at the end of section 2 as well, but yes, I believe it also came in section 3 in certain instances. Okay, it also came in section 3. I won't say that it came in section 3 and not 2. They came in both of them. All right. Let's take a quick look here at the questions here. Which 3 things does the man recommend bringing on the trip? 3 things the man recommends. All right. When you take a look here, these are questions 1 to 3. Oh, sorry. Really nice circle I've made here. Let's just delete that. And you'll see that these are 3 questions for which you choose 3 answers. So, in the answer sheet, of course, you will see these numbers, I think 2 here and 3 there, okay? And of course, you will need to write 3 answers here and there, all right? Now, don't worry, all right? You can write your answers in any order, okay? Here in this situation, you can see that there are letters, A, B, C, D, F, G. Okay, you just need to write the letter, not the entire thing. Again, I'm talking about the answer sheets. And here's a professional tip here. It's very hard to choose from these 6 subjects, okay? Because your eye will be distracted upon this. I'm very bad at counting. There are 7. Anyway, it's very hard to choose from these 7 choices here because you have 7 choices. But here's the thing. Sometimes in some conversations, right, the man would say, no, you do not bring something. Do not bring something. In that situation, cross the item that he mentioned out. That way, you will have lesser things to take a look at while answering, and that means that you get to see the answer much quicker. Alright? So I will not solve this one between the two recordings. This one I will solve in the second recording, while the second one is playing. Alright, so during the second time I record, I will cross the ones that are incorrect so that my eyes can, those are not my eyes, those are my eyes, okay? So my eyes can take a look at the ones that are left, right? Let's take a quick look.
Track 9.
So, what's happening on the field trip?
Well, we're going to visit a water treatment plant to see how they process the city's drinking water.
Oh, that should be interesting. Do you know if it's possible to take photographs of the plant, or are cameras not allowed?
Not sure. I think we're supposed to include pictures. And the lecturer recommended that we bring a pen and notebook, because you may want to do some drawings of the dam.
Okay, I'll do that. Should we bring anything to eat?
No need. All the food's laid on by the people organizing the trip.
Oh.
You'll need some good walking gear and spare clothes, though.
Such as?
Well, I'd recommend that you bring a waterproof jacket of some sort, because according to the weather forecast on the radio this morning, it's gonna rain.
Right. I'll see what I can find.
And by the way, do you have a cell phone?
A mobile? Yeah, sure.
Well, make sure you bring that along so we can keep in touch.
Provided they work up there, of course.
That's the point.
We'll see you on Monday, then.
Alright, so I hope you've got this one. The people started talking very quickly. Alright, this is a real life situation in which people talk quickly. So we are getting closer to answering the test, or we're getting closer to being pros in the test. Right? So that is, of course, provided you answered all of them correctly. I'm not going to answer now. I'm going to just mark my answers while the recording is being played a second time. Okay? Let's take a look here again.
So, what's happening on the field trip?
Well, we're gonna visit a water treatment plant to see how they process the city's drinking water.
Oh, that should be interesting. Do you know if it's possible to take photographs of the plant, or are cameras not allowed?
Not sure. I think we're supposed to include pictures. And the lecturer recommended that we bring a pen and notebook, because you may want to do some drawings of the dam.
Okay, I'll do that. Should we bring anything to eat?
No need. All the food's laid on by the people organizing the trip.
Oh.
You'll need some good walking gear and spare clothes, though.
Such as?
Well, I'd recommend that you bring a waterproof jacket of some sort, because according to the weather forecast on the radio this morning, it's gonna rain.
Right. I'll see what I can find.
And by the way, do you have a cell phone?
A mobile? Yeah, sure.
Well, make sure you bring that along so we can keep in touch.
Provided they work up there, of course.
That's the point.
We'll see you on Monday, then.
Alright, so I hope you got the answers all correctly. D, F, and G are the answers. And of course, once again, I'm saying here, you can, in the answer booklet, okay, you can just say D, G, and F, something like that, who knows, alright? So the order doesn't matter for questions 1, 2, 3, okay, just as long as you get these 3 letters correct. D, mobile phone, so that they can talk to each other, provided the network or the coverage, they have network coverage up to there. What about raincoat? He said waterproof jackets. Alright? A raincoat is what you wear on your clothes so that you can protect yourself from the rain. I think these are one of the transparent ones. Alright? What about a sketchbook? He said you need to bring a pen and a notebook. Okay, so that you can take a look at, so that you can make a sketch of the dam. All right, let's carry on now. Okay, now this here comes the big one. All right, this is a very complicated part. It's let's not discourage you here. It is a part of the second section, section 2, and I said that it's complicated because it has a map. Okay, during the second section, okay, before the the recording plays, they will give you a chance to take a quick look at the map here. All right, take note of everything in the map, but especially things like exits. Okay, what about the compass here? Maybe taking note of some footpaths here and there. By the way, I'm just going to delete this one. Just a moment. Here. Okay. And maybe certain exits here, or maybe this is an intersection or a junction. Okay, this is an intersection. By the way, let me just write some nice words to help me in the map, but let's just keep it to after solving this task. Before we listen to the recording, let's take a quick look at the map very quickly and answer these questions. I really hope that the font here is correct. Written here is 5. There are 5 blocks. We have, let's take a look, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so that's 5 blocks. What about a footpath? Runs to the lake, or runs from the lake, or next to the lake, besides the lake, maybe here. A footpath runs near, where, beside the lake. So just save time here, that's 1. Okay, here we are. What about number 2? Block E is Chick Library. Block E is, what's that? Is it opposite to the library? Is it after the library, before the library? Here, block E and the library. Is it next to the library? Something like this? Yes, next to the library. Next, right? So this is the second answer, next. What about the third one? Block E here. Oh, sorry. What about the library itself? The library is, it's a supermarket here. Okay, opposite the supermarket is the answer. Okay, so let's write it down here. Alright, opposite is when you take a look at a certain street, right? We have a building here and there's a building opposite to it, alright, or opposite it, without a preposition. Okay, so opposite the supermarket and next to the library, beside the lake, beside the lake. Alright, what about the fourth one here? A block A is block B than any of the other blocks. Where's block A? Block A, I think it's here. What about block B? So there is no relation here. They're not on the same street. Here, they're not on the same street. But they're close to each other. So why not say closer to each other than any of the other blocks? So that's here, 4. Okay. What about number 5? Here, a footpath, workshops to the dance studio. Okay, so here's the dance studio and workshops, I think. Yeah, workshops. We're talking about which footpath? I think this one, or maybe this one, right? There's a footpath here, and there is a footpath that runs through the labs. So that runs through the labs. So I just did the answer prematurely. So this footpath runs from the workshops to the labs. Okay, here to the dance studio, and from the labs to the dance studio. So runs. The gym is in the something corner of the campus. Where's the gym? Where is the gym? Here it is. Here's the gym. All right. It's here and here. So it's northeast. And 6. And oh, sorry. By the way, again, a footpath here. All right. It's not runs from, because there's no from here. So you can say a better answer would be links. All right. So here, a workshop links the workshops. A footpath. This footpath. All right. Links the workshops to the dance studio. Links the workshops to the dance studio. And the gym is in the northeast corner of the campus. The IT center, where is it? Here it is. It's in the southeast section. By the way, you begin with the vertical and end with the horizontal. Northeast. Don't say east-north. Don't say west-north. No, it's northwest, northeast. Or southeast, southwest. So begin with the vertical and then the horizontal. Okay? Again, the IT center is at the southern, maybe southern end of the campus. It's more or less on the southeastern end of the campus, but it's just as good. So southern end of the campus, southern end of the campus, 7th. Very good. And finally, the reception, I think here it is, the reception is at the entrance. Here's the entrance, all right? So if you had noticed the entrance, or if you had noticed the entrance to the city here before the text begins, or before my questions begin, you would find that it's very easy to find the reception. Just something the roundabout if you're coming from the city. So here's the roundabout. Roundabout is this circle where cars go in and then go out in any direction, so that there are no traffic lights. So here's the reception, then the roundabout. So the answer, of course, is before. Here we are. Okay, so again, a footpath runs beside the lake. Block E is next to the library. The library is opposite that supermarket. Block A is closer to Block B than any of the other blocks. A footpath links or connects the workshops to the dance studio. The gym is in the something corner of the campus, so northeast. What about the IT center? Is at the something end of the campus, the southern end, not the southeastern, but because there's no eastern here, so and the reception is at the entrance just before the roundabout. Okay? So we have just learned some really nice words here. Things like, let's take a look here. So roundabout. Maybe we know something like next to or opposite to. Alright, maybe we have, I'll just continue this exercise, but after we listen to the, or actually let's just do it now. By the way, let's say that you want to go from here through this road and then turn like this. This is right, right? And from here you are turning left. Actually, this is also turning right. So it's a bit confusing. One very nice key to understanding this quickly is to just consider right to be, clockwise. I'm actually pointing counterclockwise. So this is left and this is right. Right is clockwise, left is counterclockwise. So right equals clockwise and left equals counterclockwise. By the way, the British would say that counterclockwise, okay, or the British would call it anti-clockwise. Okay, so counterclockwise or anti-clockwise have the same meaning. Okay, and what else? We can also talk about things like junctions. This is a junction here. All right, it's when one road meets another one. Junction. Okay, so some people would call this this road here, or maybe this one, or maybe this one as well. Okay, this is a T junction. All right, this is a T junction. So here, a T junction. All right. Of course, any other type of junction would be one where the road is not perpendicular on the street.